Welcome to our myth-busting series where we debunk common misconceptions about slot machines. Look, I get it, we've all been there standing in the casino staring down a row of flashing lights and spinning cherries, feeling like there's some secret code we just haven't cracked. Let's be honest, the allure of easy money can make anyone believe in lucky underwear and the power of blowing on dice. But when it comes to slot machines, the truth is often stranger and far less glamorous than fiction. So, buckle up, because today we're diving headfirst into the world of slots to separate fact from, well, utter bollocks. Let's dive right in. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Or should I say, the myth in the casino. You probably heard it whispered amongst gamblers like some sort of sacred knowledge. Tuesday at 3 a.m. is the best time to play slots. Let me stop you right there. That's about as accurate as saying pigeon wearing a monocle is a professor of ornithology. Here's the reality, folks. Slot machines operate on something called a random number generator, or RNG, for those who like their acronym snappy. Now, this RNG is basically the machine's brain, and it's constantly spitting out numbers even when the machine isn't being used. And these numbers correspond to the symbols on the reels, and when you hit that spin button, the RNG picks a random sequence, determining your fate. What does this mean for you? It means that every spin is independent of the last. The machine doesn't care if it's Tuesday at 3 a.m. or a Friday night during a full moon. Your chances of winning are the same regardless of the time, day, or even your outfit. So unless you have a direct line to the space-time continuum, stop stressing about the best time and just enjoy the ride. Let's talk about another persistent myth that just refuses to die. The idea that casinos can secretly manipulate your odds on a win. You know, that there's some dude in a dimly lit back room, twiddling knobs and pulling levers like he's trying to get a decent picture on a 1980s television set. Now, I'm not saying casinos are bastions of purity and light, because, well, they're not. But the idea that they can just flip a switch and change the odds on thousands of machines at once is frankly ludicrous. First of all, the gaming board, those often maligned overlords of the casino world, are the ones who set the odds. And they don't take kindly to casinos messing with their carefully calibrated systems. They have more rules and regulations than a Monty Python sketch, and they're not afraid to use them. Secondly, even if a casino wanted to change the odds on a whim, imagine the logistical nightmare. We're talking about thousands of machines, each with its own intricate software. It would be like trying to herd cats if the cats were tiny computer chips and the herder was a sleep-deprived chimpanzee. In short, it's not happening. Alright, let's talk RTP, and no, I'm not talking about your local public broadcasting station. RTP, or return to player, is a term that gets thrown around a lot in the gambling world. And frankly, it's often misunderstood. You see that shiny sticker on the side of the machine that says 98% RTP. That doesn't mean you're guaranteed to win 98% of your money back every time you play, if only it were that simple. Think of it like this. RTP is calculated over the entire lifespan of a machine, which could involve millions upon millions of spins. It's like looking at the average lifespan of a human being. Sure, some people live to be 100, while others, well, they order room service from Celestial Buffet a bit earlier. But the average gives you a general idea. So if you walk into a casino plunk down $20 and expect to walk out with $19.60 based on the RTP, you're going to be sorely disappointed. The reality is, in the short term, anything can happen. You could win big, you could lose it all, or you could just break even. Now, I know what you're thinking, John. You're saying with a skeptical eyebrow raised, surely there must be some way to beat the system, some secret strategy, some hidden pattern that unlocks the riches. And to that I say, my friend, you've been watching too many heist movies. Let me be clear. There are no cheats, no hacks, no magic spells, and no online courses that will give you an edge on slot machines. Anyone trying to sell you otherwise is likely wearing a fake mustache and selling used cars on the side. Remember that RNG we talked about earlier? That fickle little microchip is the ultimate arbiter of your slot machine destiny. It doesn't care about your betting system, your lucky rabbit's foot, or the fact that you haven't won in 3 spins and you're starting to feel a bit peckish. It's all random, baby. Chapter 5, Pots of Gold and Firecrackers. Don't be fooled by fancy symbols. Alright, let's talk about those tantalizing symbols that get your heart racing. The pots of gold about to burst. The firecrackers ready to explode. The mischievous leprechauns winking suggestively at you. They're designed to entice you, to make you believe that a big win is just around the corner. But here's the thing, they're nothing more than smoke and mirrors, or in this case, pixels and sound effects. These symbols are purely decorative, like the plastic fruit they used to put on top of old school slot machines. They don't have any bearing on the actual outcome of your spin. That mischievous leprechaun, he's just there to distract you from the fact that you're one spin away from needing to hit up the ATM. Chapter 6, Hot Streaks and Cold Machines, Separating Fact from Fiction. Let's talk about a concept that's as ingrained in casino lore as the smell of stale cigarette smoke and desperation. Hot and cold machines. You know the drill. You see someone win big, and suddenly that machine becomes a beacon of hope. A magical money printing machine. Or conversely, you witness a string of losses, and that machine is cursed, tainted, to be avoided at all costs. But here's the truth, my friends. Just like that best time to play nonsense, hot and cold machines are a myth. Remember the RNG? That fickle little chip doesn't care about your winning or losing streaks. Every spin is a fresh start, a new opportunity to either curse the heavens or do a little victory dance. The best way to approach slot machines is with a healthy dose of realism and a predetermined budget. Decide how much you're willing to spend and stick to it. And if you find yourself on a losing streak, don't fall into the trap of chasing your losses. Walk away, grab a stiff drink or a soothing cup of herbal tea if that's your thing, and live to spin another day. Chapter 7, Ladder Betting, Climbing the Ladder to Nowhere. And finally, let's address the seductive myth of ladder betting. This is the idea that you can somehow trick the machine by starting with a high bet, then gradually decreasing it, as if you're negotiating with a particularly stubborn toddler. Oh, you won't give me the bonus with a $5 bet? Fine. How about $2? No? Alright, fine. Take my 50 cents. You win. Here's the thing. The slot machine doesn't care about your elaborate betting strategy. It's not impressed by your high roller act, nor is it moved by your pitiful pleas when you're down to your last few dollars. It's just a machine blindly spitting out random combinations of symbols, oblivious to your hopes and dreams. So, if you happen to win using a ladder betting strategy, congratulations. You got lucky. But don't mistake luck for skill, or you'll end up like that friend we all have who's convinced they can predict the lottery numbers based on their dog's birthday and the phase of the moon. Chapter 8. That's all, folks. Thanks for watching. Remember, slot machines are all about luck and entertainment. Don't fall for the myths and misconceptions that surround them. Approach them with a healthy dose of skepticism, a predetermined budget, and a sense of humor. Stay informed and play responsibly. And remember, if you find yourself getting frustrated, take a break, walk away, and come back another time. There's no shame in admitting defeat to a machine that literally has no idea you exist. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more myth-busting videos.